What's up, everybody? It's B with Pray for Snow Auto Detailing, and I am so pumped that you're here with me in the garage today on this spooky Halloween special. And I know you've probably been out there seeing the werewolves and the ghosts and the vampires and whatnot, but if you think those are scary, check out this Jeep Wrangler. Yes! Nah, I'm just kidding. This is my personal Wrangler, and I'm just going to do a quick maintenance wash on it. If you've watched the video where I did a trim restoration on another Jeep Wrangler that I had, I said something very hypocritical in that video. Let's check it out. I love how good the Wrangler looks right now. I love the vehicle. I want to keep it for a long time. Now, of course, there's a story behind why I upgraded the Jeep, but suffice to say, I had to sell 2 cars and definitely sacrifice a little bit, but I was able to upgrade to the diesel Jeep Wrangler, and I'm super pumped, even though I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. We are going to do a quick maintenance wash on this, and I'm just gonna show you how I do a very, very low-key wash. But after the video, I'm gonna actually show you 3 of the spookiest detailing clips that I have shot over the past year. And it's gonna be so sick, so stick around till the end. Now, of course, if you remember, my older son Spartacus has set the goal of 1,000 million subscribers. So head on down and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our amazing content. And of course, if you want to detail with B, all you gotta do is go down and detail that like button. Let's get to it. For this maintenance wash, we are going to use a pH neutral shampoo, Chemical Guys Mr. Pink. One of the curses and the blessings, of course, of being a detailer is that you always have to keep your rides really, really clean. I personally love it. I love detailing, but it is kind of a challenge when you are experiencing wonderful fall weather like we've had in Utah. So there's just a lot of mud and stuff, not a lot. There's mud and stuff stuck to the outside of the vehicle, especially down on the running boards. What we are going to do is just start right into the rinse and make sure we get all of that dust and debris off of there so we don't scratch the clear coat at all. Because this Wrangler has been graphene ceramic protected, the rinsing and washing stage of this is really easy because of the dust phobic and hydrophobic qualities. Not a lot sticks to it, but you can tell around the plastics there was a lot of dust and debris that had collected, but the paint and the clear coat overall were in really good shape, and bugs don't adhere to the front grille quite as bad as they do on an unprotected vehicle. One thing that I do miss off the 2014 Jeep JK is that the front grille had a Jeep logo on it, and on the 2021 it does not have that, and it kind of makes me sad because that was one of my favorite parts. Slight change of plans. I don't have to clean inside the spokes and the actual wheel. I'm just gonna clean the tire. And the reason I wanna do that is because I got a new product and I'm so pumped. I got some CarPro PERL, one of the most highly rated products out there for things like dressing the tires. I just hadn't ordered it because, as y'all know, I hate to waste any product. So I will use whatever product I have left, of course, unless it's damaging the vehicle in some way. But if the product's half decent, I'm gonna use it until it's all gone because wasting stuff is silly. I am going to clean just the tire so that I can dress them at the very end. You may have noticed that I opted for Chemical Guys Mr. Pink shampoo rather than the typical Adams Graphene ceramic shampoo that I have been using on past details for maintenance washes. The reason I did this is because I absolutely love how well Chemical Guy's Mr. Pink and Mr. Gold foams up when I'm applying it through the foam cannon, and I wanted that performance on this Wrangler detail, so that's what I used, and it's also visually quite satisfying. Now that I'm moving on to the hand washing section, I am of course going to use the 2-bucket method, one for rinsing my wash mitt and one for getting it covered in soap suds. And I'm also going to use a Chemical Guy's wash mitt with a detailing brush to make sure I get into all of those tighter and more hard to reach areas, like for example around this Jeep emblem here on the driver's side of the Wrangler. Now that washing is complete, we will move into the limited touch drying of the Wrangler with the Adams Air Cannon. One of the things that makes the Adams Air Cannon so sick is when you're trying to get around these hard to reach places with a microfiber towel, for example, behind the glass in the rear view mirror, the Adams Air Cannon will just force all of that air out, and when you go to shut the vehicle door later, it doesn't splash water everywhere and you get the water running down the side, which is so annoying on a freshly detailed vehicle. Dress the tires, we're going to use my new product, which is CarPro PERL. We are going to dilute this at a 1-to-1 ratio. We're going to use our Chemical Guy's spray bottle. Obviously, we're going to use CarPro PERL, and then we are going to use distilled water. For the longest time, I have been using some old tire dressing product because I had it and I didn't want to be wasteful. Now I got CarPro PERL and I just tried it out on this Wrangler Unlimited, and I totally should have done this sooner. Look how awesome that looks. I think I found my new favorite tire dressing product. Thank you, CarPro PERL. In place of doing B's top 3 today, I want to celebrate this Halloween season by showing you 3 spooky clips that I have filmed throughout the year in my detailing adventures. Starting off with number 3. This is the paint correction on the Toyota Camry. Now I do have a video of this. It is linked in the description below, and this was a ton of fun. When this Camry came in, the paint had so much oxidation on it that I was really worried that I didn't think I would be able to fix it. However, it turned out so epic. If you want to see the full transformation, just follow the link in the description. Number 2 are the seat posts in the Expedition that I detailed a while back. I have the link for the video in the description below, so you can definitely check out the full transformation process. But this area of that car was super spooky because I had no idea what it was. And when I hit it with the APC and the steam cleaner, the smell kind of combined forces, and I had to bail out of the Expedition for a few moments to collect my thoughts before it turned even spookier. It turned out really great, and of course I was super pumped to get it detailed for the customer, and that video is pretty cool, so you should check it out if you are curious how this actually turned out. And topping the charts for number 1 of the spookiest clip for this last year is an extraction on a Toyota Sienna. There is not a video for this, but believe me when I tell you that it was a ton of fun and very spooky. Right in front of the rear seats, the rear bench, there was some stuff that had spilled on the floor and had actually snuck around the floor mat. And you can see every time I make a pass with the Sandia extractor, it pulls up a ton of dirt. The car turned out extremely clean, but it was definitely spooky because I extracted way more than I ever thought possible, truly showing the power of the Sandia carpet extractor. Bonus segment, I'm going to give you a tiny sneak peek of what is to come next week. These are the wheels off of a Mazda 3, and you can see a little bit of the transformation here. Trust me, you'll want to tune in on Monday because this transformation was so awesome. This spooky Halloween special was a ton of fun to create, and I'm super pumped that you joined me on this adventure. Of course, you remember my son Spartacus has set the goal of 1,000 million subscribers, and we are definitely not there yet. So if you're not subscribed, please click on that button right up there. And of course, if you want to watch another one of my super sick videos, there's a link right up here. And if you want to detail with B, all you gotta do is go down and detail that like button, and I will catch you on the next one.